sponsor, and the Sakala Junior Cup sponsor. Get to meet now is the time to officially and the title just made enthusiasm as to who will be crowned this year's Fashion Sakala Junior Cup tournament. The meet and greet party is done. Now is the time. Now is the time to. Now is the time for the players to step up. Step up and deliver with their fans backing them. Both Nyimba. Now is the time for the players to officially say we are here for it. Purely, that's 60,000 kwacha players are aiming for. Apologies for that. Mika FC players and supporters. Captain now Joseph Nyirenda for Mika FC. Captain goalkeeper who happens to be the captain for Nyimba Council, getting to do the formalities in as much as official kickoff is concerned. Ushaka who happens to be captain for Nyimba Council. Joseph Nyirenda, locally known as Tiger, captain for Mika, also get to greet officials for that best moment in as much as this year's cup. Tony, the Mika players comprising of goalkeeper Kondwani. In goal will be one of those goalkeepers to look out for in as much as the tournament is concerned. So in goal for Nyimba Council happens to be Banda Robson. Then they're going with four backline comprising of Zacchaeus Zulu, Charles Piri and Banda Peñas are the central defenders. Then the likes of John Banda Manzele, left back position. Then on the middle they have employed the likes of Moses Banda and James Lungu. Ushaka Mwansa happens to be the right attacking midfielder, and then the likes of Moses Ndro to be the left attacking midfielder. Top man, call him central striker Edward Lungu, accompanied by his partner in crime Mwapetembo. On the bench we've got the likes of Ronald Mwale, Moses Lungu, Thomas Piri, Jackson Chola, Agrippa Banda, Jonah Mwanza, Watson Piri and Limbikani Tembo. The head coach for Nyimba Council happens to be Philbert Daka, assisted by the likes of Banda Godwin. Physical trainer is Mukombwe Mapenzi. technical director is Tokozani Banda. Again, for Mika FC, they've invested their trust in so they're getting it to call for much and needed support from their fans, and the fans get to give them that extra support. Says, we are behind you guys in this years. We want you to win it. Again, for Nyimba Council, official picture has been taken. So for Coach Damson, he has relied much up in Kondwani as goalkeeper for Mika FC, employing Lyson Zimba as a right attacking fullback. Then the likes of Philip Banda is a left fullback for Mika FC. Chasing Tonga and Francis Kunda will be the central defenders for this Mika FC. On the middle, Godfrey Mbale, Wilson Mwanza Jr. will be so important for them to indeed to win today's contest. That's the case. In as much as so the match announcer gets to share the official. So for Mika FC, goalkeeper happens to be Kondwani Boston, and then the likes of Lyson Zimba happens to be the right attacking fullback. On the left fullback, they've employed the likes of Philip Banda. Yeah, Philip Banda. Then the central defense comprises of Isaac Chesim Tonga and Francis Kunda. The middle part comprises of Wilson Mwanza Jr. and Godfrey Mbale. Then the three attackers as the likes of Joseph Nyurenda, locally known as Tiger, Abraham Piri, and Kapembwa Sinyangwe. Starting 11 for Mika. On the bench there is Wezi Jere, last year's top scorer. Then Isaac, Frank, Mishek, David and Henry. Javan also on the bench for Mika FC. For Nyimba Council as usual, Banda Robson is the goalkeeper for this Nyimba Council FC side that has fought a tough road to get to the finals. Then the four defenders for Nyimba Council happens to be Zacchaeus Zulu and Charles Piri, Banda Penis and John Manza. On the middle, Ushaka Mansa, Moses Banda and James Lungo. Then the three attackers comprises of James Lungo, Mwapetembo and Moses Ndrovu. Head coach for Nyimba Council happens to be Theobald Akam. Get to enjoy the contest. Captain for this Mika FC side happens to be Joseph Nyurenda, locally known as Tiger. Watch out for him. Captain for Nyimba Council, Mwansa. Watch out for this player. Game on now. Nyimba Council commence the proceeding. They start at the back. Now, Nyimba Council in attack, an early attack that attracts the cheer of the fans, but it gets to be wasted in such a fashion. Mika FC now commence at the back with Kunda, Philip Banda, throw in now for them. Mbale. You do the name. So the game is on now. Not alone in the commentary box, joined by Patrick Nyangolo, who later on literally come through with expatriate match analysis of this year's Fashion Sakala Junior Cup Grand Finale. Patrick, good to have you on board.
Well, we are definitely underway here at the Detkonda Stadium, and it's an exciting encounter that we're witnessing in this 1.6 million kwacha Fashion Sakala tournament. And so the goalkeeper who come to the rescue, Rapson Banda, is in between the sticks this afternoon. So the Banana Voice Nyimba Council. This is Mikalile, but a header at the back by Panis Banda. Mikalile foul, and the referee very close to the action and will not allow that to go without a recording play, and decided to be a set piece on behalf of the Rich Babies Mikalile Football Club, the team that was almost winning the league in the Eastern Province, but the last 5 fixtures were not good for the Rich Babies, and they surrendered the league leadership to tournaments, Chipata City Council. Was the shot, and the goalkeeper comes, spilled the ball in the process, but made amends. Rapson Banda. I was talking about how the Rich Babies missed the league towards the close of the just ended season, and the Chipata's Council emerged as champions. And by the way, they want to be competing in the league, in the provincial league, because they want promotion to the national league, and so they want to be participating in the Eastern Province provincial league. And a tackle, maybe an exciting tackle there, and exciting football what we're witnessing so far.
Absolutely, Patrick. Both teams literally charging their attacking screws to get an early goal, which would be so vital in as much as winning this year's prestigious Fashion Sakala Junior Cup tournament is concerned. Heads up, it ends up to be a goalkeeper. Talk about how lethal, how prepared, and how the players are managing the tactical part in relation to the instruction of their respective head coach is absolutely amazing. Now, what will literally amount to victor of today's contest is being so clinical in front of goal, and purely can it be Mika? Now, Abraham here with the ball. He leaves it up for Philip Banda. Banda with the ball to Sinyangwe. It ends up to be a throw-in for the Banana Boys, as Patrick had put it. So, getting it to follow this game on all various online media platforms. Good pass by the likes of Kunda. So good literally to intercept that ball, which ends up to be a throw-in for Nyimba Council.
And I saw a throw-in to be taken by Sakas Zulu deep into the box. Now they cross the ball. Is there a blue shot there? And miscued. Surely that was a great opportunity by Nyimba Council. And the rich babies will survive a scare. Quickly started by the goalkeeper Boston Kondwani. Will be happy that was a miscue. Back to Kondwani. A goal for Mikalile. To the far side, it's Francis Konda. Still in possession. The only Division 1 surviving side in the Fashion Sakala tournament. The rest of the teams that had reached the top 4 were Division 2 teams, including Nyimba Council, Division 2 side. And by the way, and so it's going to be a throw-in to Mikalile, cutting down the field. It will be cut away by Peñas Panis Banda. A header in the right direction, and Edward Lungu in possession, running towards the byline. A great tackle, and that was a great clearance by Philip Banda.
Great tackle indeed, Patrick, leaving no spaces to the attacking players of Nyimba Council. Now in the box, heads up, pressed it too. But talk about that tackle. Exceptional it was from Philip Banda for Mika. Quite.
And Moses Njomfu was rising high in the box and marked, but I think misdirected the head.
Absolutely, it went wide, so he couldn't literally tabor the goalkeeper on that stanza. So watch out for now. Good this Nyimba Council side are in terms of attacking football, Patrick.
And I saw it will go out into touch for a throw-in to Mikalile. Deft Counter Stadium is the home ground for them, and I wouldn't be surprised if the stadium erupts into rapture if in an event that they score, because the majority in the stands definitely must be in their support.
Talk about that, but Nyimba laugh and say, come on. Followed us also to us in this year's Provincial Fashion Sakala Junior Cup Tony Grand Finale. So yeah, don't underestimate us.
And the chance! Just set by the goalkeeper! And appeal there. But the flag Nyimba Council survived from the jaws of the goalkeeper Robson Banda will be very happy. The back. The clearance by John Manza. On behalf of Nyimba Council, they had a good semi-final play yesterday. I think they had an off day. They won the semi-final. 5-4 on post-match penalties. I think at a great semi-final, winning 2-1.
Concentration time, Patrick. Mika attacker loses concentration to calm the ball. Purely, it ends up to be a throw-in. But talk about great football. It's what these two teams are showing up from their respective coaches. They want to play an open kind of football that you amount to goals in today's contest. So maybe the players are taking their time literally to grasp the much needed tactics from their respective coaches. So this is the case at the David Kaunda Stadium Park.
And so it's going to be a throw-in, and that man involved there, Godfrey Mbale, another throw-in to be taken by Phil Banda on behalf of Mika Lile. The rich babies again fading to control for yet another throw-in, but to the opponents. Nyimba Council taken quickly by Zakas Zulu.
That was a high boot there, which Faz elite referee Patson Zimba doesn't appreciate, and he gets to offer a foul in favor of the Banana Boys, Nyumba Council.
Oh yeah, he is having a word with a player or two. He must be speaking some Tomboka, comes from Lundazi.
I tell you, surely, you know him.
But apparently, Nyumba Council must be speaking some Senga from Nyimba.
All the way, Nyumba surely. Now as a case, serious business now. Maimisa, enterprising, attacking midfielder. Dami, nicely done. He lays the ball to his teammate, but it ends up to be unsuccessful. You win a throw-in, which you take so quickly. He takes it to Perry, which ends up to be a throw-in for the Mika FC side.
Throw-in, just out of danger, but inside their own area, and so Nyumba Council will not be bothered for now. Still forced to play the ball inside their own area. A busy man, Banda, a long searching ball towards the center circle, but and it is a clearance. And now the chase is on the right hand side. That's the area where they have not exploited so much.
Lights on Zimba now. What cross will do? The Nyumba Council defends their lines well, but
Abraham Gunte full volley, but took a deflection for the first corner of the encounter, and it is to Mika.
Absolutely, that was good chance from him. The control was brilliant, but that touch maybe would have gone direct to the goalkeeper. Would have felt so much pressure, but that deflection was absolutely vital for Nyumba Council to escape danger.
And it was almost dipping in there, but look at the reflexes of this young goalkeeper, Rapson Banda. I think he has rescued his team. If indeed they win this game, this goalkeeper should be in the running for being one of the candidates for man of the match.
Historical for this goalkeeper. For the division during 2024-2025 season, shown character, shown enthusiasm. That is a good goalkeeper, saving his team where it mattered the most, and purely that sort of save deserves a little bit of accolades, if you ask me.
Second corner in succession, and that's the same goalkeeper. They are feeling for a goal, but I think the referee will protect the goalkeeper players to start. No scores between the two sides. Exciting play by either side. What a packed Defconda Stadium. Today we are witnessing that even the open wing is filled up. It was not a similar story last year.
Last year was a classic. This time it's big and better, you ask me. Purely, the fans get to appreciate Sakala's generous contribution in growing the game at the provincial and the Zambian league, at the national level, to be more precise. Such is what really matters to me, Patrick, if you ask me. You want to live the best personality that you live. That's a word that Fashion Sakala has been emphasizing. That will literally touch the lives of the many people across the province and the country. I'd like to say, you're not born out of riches. You worked hard.
When you look at the money pumped into this tournament, 1.6 million kwacha. It's a budget for most of the teams in the Zambian Premier League. Absolutely. Fashion Sakala says, well, I'm there to bail out where the people where I come from, and so here we are. Fashion Sakala, he doesn't want to lead a luxurious life. Others may be somewhere in Dubai, enjoying their monies. Him says, I'm going back to the village.
Where you come from, home is always home. Don't forget where you come from. Just now, Nyumba Council with a set piece in there. Taken offside. Even as our first assistant match official, Matthias Junior Daka gets in it to spot that one real quick as an offside. So Mika FC starts with Banda Philip, who sees where to place the ball. Now Mbale to Banda visions where to place the ball. Sinyanga loses possession. Usha Kamwansa, captain for Nyumba Council, tassels right back and forth to win the ball, which ends up to be a throw-in. And just number 6 happens to be the right fullback. Nyimba Council takes it to his teammate.
Yeah. And Nyimba Council, an opportunity there, but they're literally failing to find spaces behind the defense of Mika. It's play on, but I think there was some
They're protesting for handball.
Shouts there.
Well, I couldn't
It will
literally
be
convince
given
the
by this
referee.
man from Rundazi.
He's an elite referee, mind you.
Yeah. And so play continues. It will bounce out into touch for a throw-in.
Throw-in indeed. Mika FC in possession with Sinyangwe. Sports Kondwani Boston starts with Isaac Mtonga. Mtonga now. Wilson Junior Mwanza. Now Kunda. Francis. Sports Maimisa. Misa was actually a little bit slow to calm it down. It ends up to be a throw-in in favor of his side. Mbale now for Mika FC, pushing the agenda forward. Maimisa. Gunte Piri in the box.
Chance!
Goalkeeper
Does better where it mattered the most, Patrick. Purely good goalkeeping skills, if you ask me. That interception, a touch from his teammate,
would have literally spoiled his early good run in as much as the grand finale is concerned.
debatable. Is it goalkeeping? Good keeping? Or Kapemba Sinyangwe? I think he did not have full contact of the ball to beat the goalkeeper. Even
now, Maimisa pushing the agenda forward. Power blown in him, though the technical bench has staff for Mika feels like it's advantage, but says, look, I'm the boss here. Just be calm. I'm in control of the game. And purely, Pats and Zimba taking everything so easily, talking to the players that, come on guys, we're here for a game and not for all those uncaught fouls that we're making, which might attract a yellow card. Mika now in attack. He clears their line.
yeah, it will be a clearance and a header at the back by Francis Banda, who was the last choice in terms of the starting lineup, because initially he was not supposed to start in this encounter. But Humphrey Ichisuno suddenly fell ill and was dropped from the starting lineup, and this is how Francis Kunda took the opportunity to wear the starting lineup jersey.
Absolutely. Good defender is. The physicality in him, absolutely. The movements, so his coach literally putting him in the grand finale where it matters the most. Is absolutely classy, if you ask me, and he's going to take this opportunity literally to play the very best of football that a player in the starting 11, especially in the grand finale, has to offer. Now, goal kick for the Nyimba Town Council sponsored outfit.
And it will be a lifted ball by the goalkeeper Robson Banda on behalf of Nyimba Council. This is Edward Lungu. Lungu now trying to find some space. It will be cleared by Mika. A header towards that area. This is Mika. Good control by Godfrey Mbale. Mbale is a through ball. Defensive header by John Mwanza. Brilliant control by that shot number 7.
Good pass
by
back.
Misa. And a cross comes. Nobody. And it's going to be a third corner.
To bury that one, that interchange of passes from Sinyangwe to Maimisa, and then Abraham Piri was absolutely phenomenal. Maybe the coach should be cautioning his central strikers to say, where were you when the ball was placed on that particular position at the right of time? Just a question.
Yeah, the ball teasingly almost going out of the byline, but well controlled on the byline, and it delivered into the box. But again, there was literally nobody to finish off the cross. And football can these chances, you end up doing them. And a chance again, going begging. So far, I think it's Mika on top in terms of creating scoring chances.
Absolutely, they are pushing everybody in front, creating chances. But again, they need to be so wary on how they are not utilizing the chance. Now, Nyimba Council, just number 11, beating the player. He has a goal to beat. Now, Nyimba Council missed an opportunity. Purely, Philip Banda will be applauded for coming to the head of Kondwani Boston, who left his lines. Philip Banda comes through to clear that one. It was 1-0 for Nyimba Council. Patrick, surely, Lungu missed the chance, Patrick.
Well, it's debatable. Sometimes say he could have gone for the target. He didn't go for power. I think he made the right decision, but I think must give credit to the defender who came handy to rescue his team from total danger. And Mika, for the first time, have been exposed at the back, and it was a huge danger. They must be very, very happy that the scoreline remains still goalless at this juncture. Otherwise, they were in manning trouble.
It was a defining moment for Nyimba Council. If it had gone in purely, Guntena with the cross. Goalkeeper says, easy does it. I'm the man behind the sticks and doing what I know best in as much as the grand finale is concerned. Banda lays it to Wilson Junior Mwanza. Mwanza with the ball. A through ball to Sinyangwe, who was anticipating the ball, but it ends up to be cleared by Nyimba Council. Now Nyimba Council in attack. Throw in or do. Beg your pardon, Captain Ushaka Mwanza finds it, keeps it in play, lays it to his left fullback, who delivers now a cross in the box. Foul it is. Yes, it is a foul.
It's an indirect kick from the body language of this Lunda's referee. At one point, Nyimba Council thought they were winning a penalty kick. That's good officiating this afternoon here at Konda Stadium. Good weather. Though yesterday it was very hot, today it keeps on fluctuating. Sometimes hot, sometimes a bit cold. But good weather for the game of football. The guest of honor is Inkos Yamankos Impezin. Yeah, the Chief Mazima also, and the other traditional leaders from Eastern Province are here witnessing this final. And there's a danger for Mikalile. Great opportunity now from a goal scoring a prime area.
Absolutely. They need to make distance, but one player who possesses scoring abilities on set pieces is Ushaka Mwanza. Quite an interested party to deliver for Nyimba Council. Can he do that against the wall, as well as Kondwani Boston in the goalkeeping department for this Mika FC? Mwanza, or better still Lungu, step up, but doesn't get into trouble. The goalkeeper on that stanza, and purely he has to do better next time.
Yeah, Linz, I think leaned a lot backwards and just delivered the ball wide and over the bar, and Mika Lille will survive again. I think some good play in the last 5 minutes by Nyimba Council, sure.
Absolutely, foul given to Mika. They start real quick. Mbale with the ball, lays it to Banda. Philip, cross will do. Player goes to net on that stance.
But even then, the offside flag was up.
I tell you,
he was literally in an offside position.
You spotted it real quick, and I thought you would have done better. Maybe just to boost your confidence, probably when such opportunities get to come your way, Patrick.
Maybe it was quite vital. The boy was
funny it is, I tell you.
He knew that the offside flag was up, and just wanted to make fun of the situation.
Absolutely. Football is entertainment, and such sort of entertainment moves gets to be applauded. Now Mika with just number 11, Sinyango. Bob, Zimba, Sinyango again. Passed it, hijacks the ball, foul in favor of Nyimba Council. And the fans will debate, but that's a right call.
Right by the referee, but two players lying on the ground in pain, and looks like a genocide. Huh?
Absolutely, there's the other player, but look, he comes out of his way literally to win the ball. When the Nyimba Council player already made on the defense.
Look at the distance between where we're doing the commentaries and the distance between the action, where the action is, and where the referee is standing.
So for me, it's a right call.
Right call.
Even you agree?
Yeah, right call.
Yeah,
By the referee, but you know, these players and coaches will play act always to win sympathy.
Win sympathy.
So they are on and doing.
Absolutely. The coaches taking their time to talk to their respective players. Very, very imperative for the players to be reminded on how to approach this game if you have to be the victors.
A reminder,
Sure.
you know how much has been pumped in. Maybe you can just give a quick breakdown of who's going to win what after the final whistle. It's very important for our viewers there to know what these teams are playing for, because the big man, Fashion Sakala, has pumped in a lot of money, 1.6 million kwacha into this tournament, and so it's important to know what these teams are playing for at this juncture.
Absolutely, Patrick. Very, very important to know how much you are playing for, especially when the tournament reaches this far. Good play from Nyimba Council. Come back, Patrick. But let's do a little bit of what's going on the main business. Nyirenda, Taiganya, Joseph with the ball, dribbles, nicely done. He gets to beat his marker. No foul it is. Referee says that's a fair challenge. Nyimba Council will build momentum to push the agenda forward. Mbale lays it to Gorda, now Perry. Lungu lays it to his partner in crime on the left attacking wing. Mika FC will say, come on, we've come the situation. Zimba and Sinyangwe, we have to communicate as much as they are interchanging those passes. Pass, it finds Mbale, who is quite dominant. Offside it is, offside, Patrick. Offside call. The flag was... So earlier, Patrick, you mentioned about the
back,
passes.
before the player could chase the ball. And a good call by the second assistant referee, Maki Ngula, also from Rundazi.
I want you to literally read me off of...
let's look at what they are playing for now.
Absolutely, very important. So in the women's category, we'll see the player of the tournament, best defender, best young player, top goal scorer, best goalkeeper, best coach, and best referee walk away with a 1,000 kwacha each. Then on the men's category, player of the tournament. Now goalkeeper does better. Nyimba Council for me, I have to thank their goalkeeper.
To expose your goalkeeper through and through, because it's not every time that is going to of your team.
Surely.
And so they must also protect the goalkeeper. But he has done very well so far.
Putting up a very good shift
from Banda.
Banda. Now just number 5 tries to deliver a ball. Sinyango finds it. He pushes the attacking agenda for Mika, which Abraham Piri unable indeed to keep it in play. A little bit situation of focus and be able indeed to build perfectly as Nyimba Town Council cleared. Throw in now for Mika. Let's run quicker on the prize money. The top 4 teams in the men's category will see the champions walking away with 60,000 kwacha, runners up walking away with 50,000 kwacha, third place side walking away with 40,000 kwacha, and then the 4th best team will walk away with 30,000 kwacha in the men's category. Patrick Nyangula and the entire people that are following this contest on Millennium TV Zambia, Kalemba, Mwewantu, Zambian Report, Smart Eagles, Chipata IP Leaguers, among the many online media platforms that have carried this game live, bro.
Oh yeah, and the 2 teams are assured of a 50,000 kwacha, regardless of the result. But the winner is going to get an extra 60,000 kwacha. And then you pause on the men's who's going to get what in terms of individual awards. You must be liking women.
Yeah.
And not promoting men.
Growing like no man's business, and we get to appreciate strides made by Sakala. So sponsoring the first ever women's provincial Fashion Sakala Junior Cup tournament, first of its kind. The women's have given it their all.
And it was nice to semi-finals, but they've finished fourth.
They get to appreciate it.
Yeah.
The team galvanized in a very short period.
Yeah.
Jan won us in the top four.
Say,
Beating our heavyweight teams like Superstars Girls.
I'm happy that they lost because the money should not get back to the sponsor.
They're a big pass now. But let's run through the best player of the tournament, best defender, young player, top goal scorer, best goalkeeper, best coach and best referee in the men's category walk away with the 2,000 kwacha each. Then in the women's category, the champions, Valley Queens, walk away with 40,000 kwacha. Runners-up, Mambo Council Queens, walk away with 30,000 kwacha. Katete Queens, 20,000 kwacha, third place side. And then Kawere Girls, like Patrick Nyanguru Sport, 15,000 kwacha. Not a bad one.
Not a bad one. In the village, 15,000 kwacha. I'm sure you can even buy a car.
Paris, back to the main business. We've done justice by highlighting the prize money individually, both the men and women's Sony. Now Ushaka. Zimba comes through to intercept that one. Ushaka again, Mansa. But control needed to be done a little bit better. We should have been so well. Now Maimisa Junior Nefas with the ball to Mwanza. Wilson Sinyangwe loses possession. In attack, Chezim Tonga gives cover to goalkeeper Boston Kondwani, who starts with Kunda Francis. Partner to Isaac Ntonga, locally known as Chezi. Wilson Mwanza, good control. Zimba now, Lyson dribbles one past, lays it to Sinyangwe. Sinyangwe pushes the agenda forward. Mbale loses possession. Nyimba Council clears the line, but it ends up to be a throw-in.
Suggests that they are playing in the wrong league. They have to be playing in Division 2. I think they look very, very good. I even watched them yesterday. This Nyimba Council side, for me, I think they are top-notch in terms of performance, both as a
What a tough road in Division 2 League during the just ended 2024-2025 season. Being able to reach the finals, it's absolutely a big achievement, if you ask me, from a team that believes in their respective dreams. Now, Apram P returns one part, good Tami, still in possession. At a throw-in that dribble attracts an upload from the Mika FC supporters that are on board at the David Kaunda Stadium. Kunte Piri, who shows us his skillful part in as much as the dribbling part. FC with a throw-in taken by Kunda. In the box, no penalty it is. Heads it back again. Goalkeeper comes out to get that one. He does that extremely well. Banda. But he still has ample time to recover. Gets to win now.
Yeah, I think he was not defending well there. Like won a set piece. And now Mika floating the ball. Right hand side. Now. And it's Mika. It was a good defensive cover by Nyimba Council. Punish Banda. And the ball again to the pitch is supposed to the goalkeeper for babies.
Wow, it is FC. The coach calling for his players to launch an attack. Mika Banda wins a throw-in, which you take so precisely. Now Banda for Mika FC, just number 4, Sinyangwe. No, handball. Mbale now lays it to Bob Wilson Jr. And now comes Lyson Zimba. Zimba with a cross is unsuccessful on that stanza, but that counter-attack, the movement was absolutely phenomenal, Patrick, if you ask me.
I think he had to travel a long distance from the back to go and assist the attack, but I think he lost a lot of energy on the way and slipped on the byline, lost control, and Nyimba Council will survive. And again, play continues with a possible counter-attack football by Nyimba Council on the left. Great skill.
Good pass from him.
Do they have the numbers in the box? Poorly done. And the goalkeeper will pick up position of the ball. Just a reminder that in the ladies finals, Valley Queens managed to beat Mambwe Council by 2 goals to nil to become champions. Well, Katete Queens finished as third finishers after beating Kawele 4-3 on post-match penalties following a 1-1 draw at full time.
Tiger!
Oof. Look at that missed opportunity.
He did everything right, balanced between the two defenders, just unable to get a better of that ball. Is absolutely disappointing for the captain Omika FC. But now Nyimba Council will pray that this one will be successful. Banda comes through to intercept. They interchange passes amicably. Sinyangwe comes through to opening the build-up system of the Mika FC kind of play. But talk about the counter-attacks that Nyimba Council FC have been launching. They're doing everything right to foster those passes, but it's quite unsuccessful. Something that I feel like coach for Nyimba Council FC, Tio Badaka, needs to remind his players, says, come on guys, we only have one game to make history, and purely we utilize our chances amicably, that will lead us to be the victors of this year's Fashion Sakala Junior Cup tourney.
Yeah, they stand out to have also broken the record of scoring the fastest goal in this year's tournament. Just under seconds yesterday, they took a lead, and once again they won by 2 goals to nil. The likes of the tournament's top scorer, Edward Lungu and James Lungu, must rise to the occasion, which I think have been well policed.
I need to shut your mouth a little bit. Talk about it leading to goal scorer. Tables have turned. Benson Berry has...
So he's going to go. Edward Lungu is under pressure.
Under pressure. He needs to score. You know, a little here to add to H's name on the scoring. Talk about the moment again. The miss. Nyimba Council needs to do everything right purely to get right those chances, because look, I spoke launching good counter-attacks so unsuccessful. For me, it leaves so much to be desired, in as much as them prestigious Fashion Sakala Junior Cup Grand Finale trophy.
Find comfort because we miss. But what of Omika? They have been third.
License Zimba for the pattern is the man to watch on that stanza. That game, that goal matters the most when the whole crowd accept nothing but a goal. Purely the run, the dribble, and the finishing part is absolutely phenomenal for a player of caliber. Zimba puts Mika FC in front.
At the time we are talking about the final third being poor by a side, and it had to side defender Lyson Zimba to go and do a flooded the ball on the left hand side. No chance for the goalkeeper Robson Banda. He has done very well. He has been beaten once. And it's 1-0 to the Rich Babies. The division on the verge of becoming champions. Oh, for the 1 faction. They've got one hand on the 60,000 quarter first prize. But Nyimba Council who realize that they've got another 45 minutes to make amends and overtake them and get the first prize. It's all to play for in the driving seat.
The coach encourage the players. Let's be organized, players, and love doing. We still have minutes to try to get back into this contest, but that run from Zimba, that goal was absolute. Now Piri across to Miranda, who is in an outside. They've ignited the fan base, which is absolutely adding so much flavor.
That the majority of the people in the stands are behind Mika.
Maybe you're not watching what is happening behind the bar.
There could be others that are based in Sparta, but they don't want Mika to win for obvious reasons.
Absolutely.
Typical of Zambian supporters.
I don't want
jealous of their neighbor.
Sir, you realize that in the comments, lighter moments in Nyangola, the tickets there. Such is the spirit of football sometimes. You get to be entertained, laugh a bit, and support your best team.
The hero is not worshipped in their own land, and so they may not be getting the necessary support.
By the way, they didn't win the league. Maybe their fans are better. Sinyango now with the ball. Good turn. He spots out where to place the ball. Tunda now is a target. He finds the ball. Spots it to goalkeeper Kondwani Boston. Lays it to Isaac Chezi Mtonga. Mtonga, Chezi indeed. He lays it to Mbale. Mbale back to Mtonga. Mtonga spots where to switch position. Good pass. Now Nyirenda in attack. He spots where to calm it down. Ample time to galvanize resources, but he gets indeed to go for goal, which in the process was well intercepted by the Nyimba Town Council FC defender. Across to zero, but this time around Zimba delivers an unsuccessful cross. Nyangole.
If you see what Zimba has been doing, I think he has been hard running. He has been running across the pitch and to deliver crosses there. No wonder that goal. I think he's working very hard. If he continues working like this, who knows? The 1,000 kwacha.
The 2,000
kwacha might be going into his pocket.
He needs to wait and buy for his mother. Yeah. Such is the nature of football. It changes the life of a player. If
nice, also, nice to see that Fashion Sakala is in the company of his beautiful wife and the beautiful children.
It's a message you and I normally teach. You might be the next Fashion Sakala.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And why do you have to talk about it?
I think the support Fashion has been given. Last time she was here.
So your explanation needs to be lecture at the Harvard University.
From what we see, I think Fashion is well married.
Thumbs up. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for that comment. The Council now with Ushaka Mwansa loses position. Zimba to Mbale. Mbale with the ball. Captain played by Nyimba Council. Maimisa to very good shot. He has the man to beat. He gets to spot his partner in crime, just number 14. Good play from Suta. In the mix of things, that intention to passes.
Zimba for me is doing it for Mika FC. It's a really breathing fire. And the outstanding player is Zimba. Against comes headed away, but the danger is not completely cleared. On the still Mika, and the counter could be on now. Two more jerseys in blue are calling for the ball, and chance on the edge. What's that? What a great opportunity there. Missed. sometimes purely control was exceptional. Fast use of power instead of precision. If you want to win a game, the chances expect you to bury, but in that case, Nyimba Council will have to see that one.
Oh, the golden boot, and if you miss like that one, and does it brings to the heart of the first sight.
Sir, there is only one word that you are using. The referee from Mandasi. You can't be trying to be as that guy. You and I are joking. You know he's joking. But the first 45 minutes, Patrick, Nyimba Council being able to interchange passes in a more profound way. But the finishing part, for me, is what their respective technical benches have to improve and be able to remind the players, look guys, this is how we're supposed to carry ourselves whenever we in attacking positions. Our passes are excellent. Everything about us is top notch. But purely, how do we get to miss those chances?
And so this is perhaps you and I have to go for a sip of water and come back more energized, just like the two teams going back to the dressing room. But I think it's Nyimba Council coach who has got a lot of work to do and talk to the players to come back a different mentality, especially in the final third.
Class indeed. Patrick, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on board. I thought you wouldn't come to Chipata, but I know it's a good fan of the game. I appreciate such sort of moments. Patrick and I go for the water as we leave you with different visions from our sponsors.
Royal Highness, Paramount Chief in Beijing, the esteemed Royal Highnesses that have accompanied our Paramount Chief, the Permanent Secretary present here, the provincial heads of government departments, our District Commissioner for Chipata, His Worship, the Mayor for the City of Chipata, Honorable Menyani Zulu for Nyimba constituency, Fashion Sakala Senior, I see you, big man. Fashion Sakala Junior, Malume, I see you. Distinguished councillors that are here, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Mine is just to extend our gratitude to our Paramount Chief and the tourists that have come to be with us today, to be part of this celebration that we have as Eastern Province. And as a football family, we want this to be a precedent that we are setting for the future, because this is what we want to see in our game. To our sponsor, Mr. Fashion Sakala Jr., thank you so much for the love you have for the province. We saw it in the people that you have helped today. Please, may you continue to do that. And indeed, we want your family to know that we appreciate that form of love. For the players and everybody who has come to support our project, this is the beginning of a new era, and we want to call on everybody in the province to support us, support the new executive, and also to support the clubs that are doing so much like what we've seen today. So in a special way, as Eastern Province, we want to recognize the work of our sponsor, Fashion Sakala, and we have a little gift that we want to present to him. Mr. Sakala, please. And at this point, we'll have our government representative to talk to us. Yes.
Hosi, it's not allowed. Nikambile pamba. Najakena kukapepa. His Royal Highness, Paramount Chief President Nkosi Yamankosi. May I also recognize the Royal Highness Allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to recognize the Honorable Parliament for of the FAR's Executive Committee, all senior government officials invited. May I quickly bring the message from the Honorable Minister for Eastern Province, Honorable Peter Simon Perry, during this important day that we are seeing today. I am delighted to be part of the final of the 2025 Fashion Sakala Junior Provincial Football Cup. This tournament has allowed our young people not only to showcase their talent, but also unite community and produce a new generation of Zambian athletes. Government is grateful to the unwavering commitment demonstrated by Mr. Fashion Sakala Jr. for initiating and supporting this tournament, and his dedication to charity works, which we saw by giving important gifts like the wheelchair, which we saw this afternoon. It is pleasing that this man is an example of what youth can do when they are disciplined and determined by rising from a humble beginning and attain international achievement in playing football. In addition, we are thankful to His Royal Highness, Paramount Chief President, and all other Royal Highnesses present here for taking time to attend this event, showing commitment to support their own child and his activities. Your presence also demonstrates dedication to work with government and its partners to deliver good things to the people of Zambia in this province and the country at large. Ladies and gentlemen, the guest of honor, Your Royal Highness Paramount Chief President, this government is committed to promote sports and will do everything possible to support activities like what Mr. Sakala Fashion Jr. is doing today. Further, through the National Sports Council, government is implementing national framework to promote coaching and provide mentorship to our young people so that they continue to do better in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, your government will continue to invest in sports by upgrading infrastructure, support sports in schools, enhance partnerships with organizations which promote meaningful physical activity. In Eastern Province, we are already making it possible community participation in sports, rehabilitate local facilities for our community sports discipline. The national and provincial committee for their election in sports, ladies and gentlemen. May I conclude by asking all the players to so that many equally thank you very much and
Your Royal Highness.
Your Royal Highness, Paramount Chief in Pezen, esteemed Royal Highnesses present, the Permanent Secretary for Eastern Province, Provincial Head of Government Departments, the District Commissioner for Sparta, His Worship the Mayor, my father, of course, Fashion Sakala Senior, and my mother, my beautiful wife, and the kids, my brothers and sisters, distinguished football councillors, our spirited players, passionate supporters, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, I would love to sincerely thank you for taking the time to be here today. Your presence is a true honor and a powerful show of support for our young players and this vision. Traditional leaders, thank you so much, and you are the pillars of our communities, and your leadership continues to inspire and uplift us all. Thank you for standing with us and helping us to nurture the dreams of the next generation. I'm deeply grateful, Zikomo Kwambiri, to all our traditional leaders. God bless you and thank you for coming to support the dream and the small contribution to our beautiful nation, Zambia. With my little understanding, I believe the greatest investment a human being can make on earth is investing in people. We must protect and pass on this humility to our future generation. Today, as we bring the Fashion Sakala tournament to an end, I'm overwhelmed with gratitude and joy. I'm truly blessed and thankful to everyone who has made this moment possible. From the beginning of this tournament to where we stand today, this journey has never been just about football. It has always been about building bridges of opportunities for the young players to be recognized. It has been my greatest dream and calling to help and uplift the youth, because I believe the youth are the future, and I believe that all they truly need is someone who will support them passionately without expecting anything in return. When people speak about Fashion Sakala, I always remember that I didn't get here by myself. I was helped, supported, and uplifted by others along the way. And today I want to recognize every person who contributes to the development of our community, whether by mentoring, coaching, donating to the sick, providing food, and simply showing up with love and encouragement. Beauty
young man who is there's a young man who's presenting some artistic work to Mr. Fashion Sakala. How old is he?
I thought you were saying something. But people show me that picture. But people show me that picture. The second round. Is he going to say something?
A warm welcome to the second half of the 2025 Fashion Sakala Junior Cup Championship Grand Finale involving Nyimba Council and Mika FC. Lyson Zimba, 40th minute goal is the difference, and purely like we mentioned earlier, Nyimba Council would want to utilize the opportunities presented in the second half to get back into this contest. I'm your match commentator, Maybin Bola, not alone, accompanied by the usual evergreen Kwaza Kutuka, Patrick Nyanguru.
No changes on the start of the second half in terms of human resource, but we are seeing some movement on the bench of Nyimba Council, trying to bring in some fresh ideas and fresh legs. And so second half action is underway. It's the pressure on the council of Nyimba,
Really?
to trying to cancel that goal that they conceded late in the first half, and possibly trying to win this game.
That should be
they can become champions.
That should be the opposite of what should be happening. Nyimba Council need to be attacking more in this contest to get back in the bad. Want to to clear that one, but again, trouble not yet over now. Throwing for with a long ball in the air. Nobody to lead. Again, like you're saying. Yellow card.
I think this is a mentor is become serious intent.
It's and dreams purely for so long as you have chance to play football, they won't die.
But I throw in now. Striker. Go kick.
Middle part comprising of Oshaka Mansa is so enterprising, but like I mentioned, the finishing part was absolutely poor for the Nyimba Town Council sponsored outfit during the first half. Goal scorer Lyson Zimba with a throw-in. He spots Joseph Nyirenda, who is marked heavily, but in the process, the Nyimba Council defender gives them foul. Nyimba Council now with the foul, just number 15. It delivers a long ball. Isaac Mtonga heads up, clears their lines. Sinyangwe. Now Abraham Piri in attack. He pushes, he uses, shoots, but again, look at the pace of this player. Fantastic, class it is. But the finishing part probably is one of those things that he needs to work on. He's got the ability to take on defenders and be able to go past them. But talk about that finishing touch for me, absolutely.
Full of energy, that running. And maybe we need to extend the pitch, because he didn't see that the pitch was getting finished, so full of energy. He must become an athlete, maybe 100 meters.
I love what he views. The pitch did seem extended for you. He loves running.
Yeah.
It's got
the stadium just was refurbished a few years ago.
Absolutely.
And here we are. I think it's looking better, but we expected
more better.
It to be much better than
Absolutely.
it is. But I think this is good enough.
Absolutely. We don't delete what we're doing now. Mbale with the ball. He takes on Nyirenda. Good pass. Zimba overlapping and he lays it again to Sinyangwe. Sinyangwe turns back, lays it to Mbale. Zimba again. Zimba back to Sinyangwe. Sinyangwe, good pass again to Zimba. 1-2 box-to-box player. Across the goal. Talk about the box-to-box kind of movement. Pass exceptional. Zimba again involved in the build-up play. Delivers a pass.
My misses that city.
My misses. If you are from Western Province, you understand the my.
You miss. My misser.
My miss.
My miss. Does miss.
That's why you're thinking like.
Oh no.
He missed it. But the name is.
Is he going by the name?
I'll say
These
yes.
misses.
I'll say yes, but he's not gonna say yes if you ask him.
Yeah. But shows a lot of potential.
Good
A
guy.
good player.
Absolutely, I love that one. Now, Nyimba Council. No, never say die mentality. But like I mentioned, the team gifted with several good scoring opportunities. The finishing touch for them, for me, is something that they need to address. They're a good side, trust me. Like everyone has watched them. Defied moments. Lungu would be one of those players that they need to look at. Zimba now. Sinyangwe gets the ball nicely. Tiger, Joseph, Nyirenda, goalkeeper does better, but I was injured in the process. Purely, Nyirenda has to be questioned for me. He did everything right. The run that was needed.
Could have skipped the
the million-dollar question that Sports where to place the ball. Ushaka comes into takes it to just number 2 in attack now.
Position. Came to the reception. Under 10 minutes of the throw into but again, this shot number 22 again involved there on behalf of Mikalide. A good run. The goalkeeper commits himself and does a good job. The danger is not completely cleared. The referee comes to the rescue. The flag was down, but the referee secured the safety for the goalkeeper. I feel for Robson Banda. He has been the busier goalkeeper of the two. And it will be a long night when he goes to bed.
A long night indeed, Nyangolo. Wow now, but talk about those moments. Talk about those moments. Class indeed. Look, I'm smelling something. Something. It can rain, you know what I mean? It can rain even without the clouds. What type of cloud offers such kind of rain? If you were a geography student.
This is Chipata, and so don't tell me that the influence is coming from Muchinji in Malawi. This is a mountainous area, and
maybe
to take me to.
I don't want you to delve much into those.
Huh?
I don't want you to delve much into those geographies because you're not a geography student. To be more precise.
Yeah. I doubt if it would rain, but I think it's the weather pattern here. At one point it's cold, at one point it's hot. It's winter, but slowly we shall be approaching summer. And the month of June is nearly coming to a close.
Nearly coming a close.
For you who were born, under very severe conditions, you must be very happy that we're getting into winter. I know what you went through as a baby.
I know, sir. I don't want to delve much. But I appreciate the hard work that our camera persons are putting in to ensure that people across the country get to enjoy the beauty of this year's Fashion Sakala Junior Cup tournament. Good works, our experts in the camera. Stephen, among others that I can be able to note. Mwaka too, putting up our good working shifts in as much as this year's grand finale is concerned. Nyimba Council, across you do. Intercepted by Mtonga. Corner now. The fans are now stepping up to offer support to their respective teams in as much as such sort of chances are presented to them. Now, Nyimba Council, across you do. Heads up! It's a goal! A goal from his wildest dreams! Purely, I told you that it might rain. I don't know where it's coming from. But that chance, Patrick, corner, cross, back into the game, relieving sort of belief to their respective fans to say, we are Nyimba Town Council. Impossible. It's just an opinion in this case, my brother.
13 minutes into the second half. It's all square here. All to play for. The Division 2 side from Nyimba have leveled the scores. And the substitution is about to be made by Nyimba Council. It's one apiece. We are here to get a confirmation of the scorer. Sooner than later, we are just doing some confirmation of who has scored. And Moses Ndofu is the scorer. Looking younger. Yeah. Drove himself into the stadium.
Yeah. Moses Njovu. Classy here that was from Mwanza. And he gets a yellow card on that stanza. Referee unhappy with that. Thomas Blue has been introduced, leading goal scorer for Nyimba Town Council Football Club.
Substitution here, and guess what? Mwapa Tembo. At first I struggled, I thought it was Mwape, but Mwapa Tembo.
Yeah, that's what you thought. I spotted you saying Mwape. But it's good you've actually gone to do a little bit of homework and I come back with a proper solution on that stanza. Good one, Patrick. But that goal for me, I'll still talk about it. Back to the main business.
And it's all square here. Most of the games in this year's Fashion Sakala soccer tournament have been decided via posthumous penalty.
So are you telling us we're going to see another penalty?
Slightly going the similar direction.
Yeah,
and Mika, even the games, most of the games that have won, it's via penalty shootout. Even yesterday in the semi-finals, they had to win 5-4.
Absolutely, that was the case. Maybe Patrick might be right, but I would want to dispute it and say we still have minutes to play for. The players have got the power, the energy to carry on and probably get goals to lead their team. So Thomas Puri, the club leading goal scorer, has been introduced. 3 goals. He needs to score a goal to catch up with leading goal scorer Benson Piri of Lunyiki Stars Football Club. 1-1. The scores of the men's grand finale 2025 are concerned at the David Kaunda Stadium. The fans for Nyimba Council have been brought to life and purely chance now. Oh, he gets to be awarded with a better chance, but the brain to bury that chance was a little bit missing from him.
Why waste your energy? Why waste your voice? The flag was up though, and that couldn't have counted, and so maybe he knew that
Wasted opportunity.
I'm not going to count. Quick started. Sakala Zulu switching play on the left hand side. Up on the far side.
An offside call.
It's going to be offside call. It's game on. It's, this Emmanuel has been banging in goals for Nyimba Council. Edward Lungu is just a goal shy of the leading top scorer. They can share the 2,000 kwacha if he goes on the score sheet.
Absolutely.
Before the close. But if he scores 2 goals,
leading goal scorer, adding flavor to the
with the game. Thomas Peary with the ball. Good run. He anticipates 3-4-0 now, kind of stepper. Good play it is. Look at what this guy has to offer to first booking this afternoon. Second one, bro. No doubt about that. Right up by the referee. Absolutely. But talk about the fans are enjoying it. Talk about Thomas's impact. Movement from the back up to that position is absolutely classy. It's able to do the Ronaldo step up kind of. I call them the Ronaldo step up because he loves doing that. Good player he is actually proving the coach wrong to say, why do you have to keep a good player on the bench? He's a game changer. Close now. First time Kondwani does better. Start with Zimba. Mbale loses possession. Nyimba cancel now. Paris, Nyimba cancel. The fans are applauding this one. Applaud from their secretary, Johan Kapesa, who is in the stand enjoying the contest. Class it is. Purely, we're getting it to give credit when a player is performing well. Nyimba cancel starting like a house on fire. The second stanza, and it looks like they want to feast on Mika meat in the second half. They want to feast, I love that. Full of meat. But good play, Ushaka, captain, Lungu. Ushaka comes to help. Awadza, an infringement to Nyimba cancel with the ball. Referee told to retake the set piece as they had to take it, not in line with the laws of the game. Shaka to right back, crosses the ball in the box. One player waiting. And I'll buy into your idea to say, why wasting your voice when the player is missing the chance? I think even that cross was overcooked, and so it went begging. So one apiece between the two sides. Exciting final that we are witnessing here. And Nyimba Council have come back stronger. I said this at the close of the first half, that as a coach for Nyimba Council has got a lot of work to do in the dressing room. So one player has to be treated on the sidelines for Nyimba Council, and Isaac is about to be introduced on behalf of the rich babies. Absolutely. Kalile. Isaac Mwende Lungu. Yeah, a lot of Lungus in this encounter. Assistant football. Yeah, assistant football. And a chance again to be swept away by Zakas Zulu on behalf of Nyimba Council. Now come and collect it. They pump the ball offside, definitely. But the flag is down, and chance is surely. The flag was down. What was the assistant doing? The referee had to make a right decision. The referee has made an imperative call on that time. Because look, you don't have spoiled the beauty of what this final has to offer. So good call. Kudos to FIFA Patron Zimba for me, who is risen to the occasion and be able to make a right call on that stanza. Now comes Mbale across the do, but defender slips a bit. What's that? The pass is still literally questioning. What's that indeed? A misfiring. Was he defending? He was defending on behalf of our council. Oh yeah. Sorry, bro. You love it. Look, you can't miss like this in a final. I tell you, for me this is disappointing. A player does everything better, lays a ball to you. You only have a beautiful space literally to beat a goalkeeper one-on-one. But what you do, misfire the ball over the bar. Their coach should be disappointed. Even himself as a top player, he should be able to question his scoring attributes in such a stanza, bro. Maybe the crowd is too huge for him to be a patient in front of goal. Maybe. He's just looking at Fashion Sakala, a brand name. And he feels I should do better than him. I tell you. Coach showing us his skills. Yeah. The coach. It's one apiece, and it can go either way. Now, but I'm very impressed with the way Nimba have come back in the second half.
I love that one. I wanted to say that, Patrick. They have shown that impossible is just an opinion. Impossible is nothing in the beautiful game of football. They've shown classy. The introduction of one player in the middle, Thomas Piri, also has literally ignited their attacking prowess, and purely the exchange of passes, the counter-attacks that are being launched are absolutely classy for me. So kudos. Maybe we're headed to see which one will be a better side after 90 minutes.
Oh yeah, is it going to be the Rich Babies or is it going to be the Banana?
It will be disappointing for Rich Babies to lose it consecutively.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it will be very disappointing. But the Banana boys, no wonder they are called bananas. You know, Nyimba, when you make a stopover, very sweet bananas.
5 bananas for my wife in the side.
So they are even sweet on the pitch here.
Oh, I tell you, the sweet boys of banana I like in Nyimba. Good play. Ushaka tries to intercept. He comes to help in defense, does better. Godfrey Mbade chases the ball. Nicely done. Beautiful, beautiful moment.
And that will be a second booking of the afternoon. One on either side.
Absolutely. Good football saver. Yellow card now. Issued to just number 9 for Nyimba Town Council Football Club. Their coach upstanding, reminding Francis to say, we need to play as a team. Watch appropriately where you're supposed to place the ball. Now, Kunda does better. Heads up in the air. It finds a Tiger Joseph Nyirenda. Nyirenda loses track as Thomas comes with good play. The fans appreciates that one, but he has a man to beat. Good play. Intercepted. No foul. Foul it is. It will go in favor of Nyimba Town Council Football Club. What a good game. Nyimba starting real quick with just number 8. Just number 8 passes the ball. No foul. Referee says he raises it to Ushaka, captain of the side. Switches play to the right back. Right back keeps it in play.
And loses his foot. Unnecessarily giving it away for a throw in. A long throw inside, and a defender falls on his own. And a chance now for the Rich Babies towards the byline. And a chance to cross, and it was brought down. The referee will blown. A right goal. I think he went down on his own.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a judgment.
Right goal by the referee.
But purely.
Yeah, he's at a different level.
Tiger now is carrying Mika on his shoulders. He knows that time is up.
I think this referee has done very well.
Absolutely.
We need to monitor his progress even when the league opens.
He's
developed an
elite referee. Watch out for him in the side.
Yeah.
You're a good follower of Eastern Province delegates at any top light Tony or league game. So watch out for Patson Zimba. One for the future. In as much as the Chiwa's department is concerned.
Yeah, Lundazi is just over 175 kilometers away from here in Chipata City.
Absolutely.
Especially when you reach Gonda, Lundazi turnoff near Gonda Barracks there.
Absolutely.
It's exact 175 kilometers going to Lundazi. No, the road not good enough for you. So if you're traveling to Lundazi, you have to think of the bad roads.
Good play. Isaac Mwende.
Again.
Lungu misses that one.
Another sitter.
For me, one thing I appreciate about him is the ability to chase the ball even when you thought that he can't find it. Finds it, calms it down, places it. The goalkeeper does better. You're gonna not